everybody. It is Wednesday night, better known as Hump Day.
Hump day,
Yeah,
yes.
Oh my.
and we get the
Oh,
and we
yes.
get the joke at Mike on this one. Mike. I'm kidding. All right. Anyway,
Oh
it's
my.
Wednesday.
Oh
That means
my.
it.
My.
Yep. That's it. It's Wednesday. That means it's Rant Rocket Wednesday, which means we're gonna have stories that'll make you laugh, think, cry, get upset. We'll fire off our supernova Rant Rocket because trust me, we're gonna need it tonight in more ways than
When
one.
when haven't we needed it during the Trump era?
Um. Well,
Exactly.
heck, I think we've had it during the Obama era, but not on Obama, if you know what I mean.
Well, here's the thing. We're pretty much having it every week because of something idiocy that Trump is doing.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so anyway, let's do the intros. I am your host for tonight. I am Oddmog Stream. I'm currently joined on the line by four of my crazy cohorts. First, we have our master and creator, Frodo. Hello, Frodo.
Yep, it's me. And if you hear me and my wife talking in the background, I apologize in advance. I just served us supper and it's a new recipe I'm trying, and from what I could tell, it looks pretty freaking good.
That's awesome. That's damn Gouda.
Well, here's what here
No,
the
hey, Shirley,
What?
you said that's damn Gouda?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Frodo could make a cottage industry out of it?
Oh.
nice. Well,
Oh
here's
my.
what I made just so that you guys can get an idea. Pork chops that I seared off, some brown rice that I
Let me
cooked
explain
off.
where I got that from before you get started. When I used to go to the Renaissance Festival,
Hey,
one of the
Janet,
first
Janet,
acts.
Janet. Wait a minute. Let
Oh,
Frodo
sorry.
finish.
Sorry, Frodo.
Okay, and then after I cook up mostly the pork, I threw a little bit more oil in, a little bit of flour to make a roux, added in dried cranberries, water, mustard, a little bit of honey, and a little bit of cumin and sage into the mix, threw it in, mixed it up, took out the pork, put it on top of the rice, and smothered the whole thing with the sauce.
Oh,
Ooh.
you gotta drop me that recipe. It sounds good.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's go on with the intros here. We also have Spirit Spotter Tim. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, my dear.
We also have our resident star child, Janet. Hello, Janet.
Hello, I'm knocking gnomes silly, so please excuse me.
Yep. That's right. It's Knocking Gnomes Night. I'm kidding.
Among other things.
Yep. And we also have resident Joker Mike. He's had to step away for a minute. That's fine because remember, things happen. It's live, so don't get
Life.
mad at
Don't
us.
talk to me about life.
You said it. All right. Well, got a little bit of good news from the National Hurricane Center. There's no development for the next 5 days.
Yes.
Finally.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. It'll give Houston a break.
Ooh.
I think it'll give a
But
lot of people a break actually, because I thought I saw something on Facebook earlier. Let me see if I can go find it real quick. It's like there was
but
a
we
con-
should
It's like it was a
still
conversation between several National Weather Service offices, and it's really funny. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Well,
I
if you
remember it
have
was from
time to read it, can you read it out loud?
Yeah. Let me see. Was it Vernon Turner who sent it, or was it Tyler who sent it? I can't
Is it
remember.
Vernon Turner, the black guy that shows
Yeah.
up in the Weather Channel a lot?
No, Vernon Turner used to be at WSFA. He's now over in Raleigh. He's the chief meteorologist in Raleigh.
Well, who's the black
um
meteorologist on the Weather Channel?
Oh, I believe that's Tevin Wooten.
although Paulette just necroed itself.
Ah, found it. Okay. Now this is like between five different National Weather Service offices. NWS. Now here's what someone said. You know, fall has started, and someone said, "But I love summer." But here's where it gets funny. NWS Tallahassee. Hey, we love summer too, but we're not going to lie. We are sick of hurricane season. NWS Mobile said, "We second this. Summer is great and all, but hurricane season can see itself out." NWS Corpus Christi. Crispy? It's NWS Corpus Christi said same. Then MWS New Orleans said we're also 100% on board with this. And then finally NWS Houston said agreed. Yeah, because let's see, even the Gulf Coast National Weather Service offices are completely over this hurricane season, and I don't blame them.
It was a nasty one this year.
It's still going.
Yeah, the season
It's
doesn't end until November 30th.
You mean we got
Oh
Yep.
another two
my.
months of this shit?
Yep,
Yep.
we ain't done
Yep.
yet. We have a
And
shot at possibly
remember,
breaking a record.
so I want to bring a point of notice to everyone. Over by Lisbon in Portugal, about I want to say 400 or 500 miles to the southwest, we do have Paulette, and it did necro itself.
Yeah,
What is necroing a hurricane?
they
It,
call it a zombie storm.
yeah, it's zombie storm, but basically what a necro hurricane is. Essentially, it went down to post-tropical depression and then came all the way back up, and right now it is a full-fledged tropical storm.
I go
So
check on that.
basic so basically it went all the way to up to a cat 2 hurricane, went north, traveled up into colder water and went and basically disintegrated into, now it necroed up in next to Portugal.
Yep,
So it is the zombie storm, and that is incredibly rare. Once every, like, I want to say 5 to 10 years, you get a necro storm, a zombie storm that happens.
yeah, and there it is right there.
So
There's Paulette,
if you want to put up the radar, you
which
can.
I
But
did. I've done it. It's there.
yeah, it
I'm back.
literally resurrected itself.
Yeah. Welcome
Welcome
back,
So
back.
Mike. Yeah,
that
we're just showing off this uh weird the
Zombie!
the weird zombie store named Paulette.
yeah, it literally died and then came back. It's like, what the hell?
Hmm.
So I'm not sure what Paulette's gonna do. We have no information that far ahead, but it did necro. It is zombie mode. Be ready in case.
And,
I'm not seeing it do anything within the next 7 to 10 days,
hmm.
but you never know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's an area in Spain called Andalusia.
There sure is.
Yep.
Because there's an Andalusia in Alabama too.
Yep. Andalusia, Alabama. We got the state of Andalusia in Spain.
Did you
Yeah.
know I grew up in Andalusia, Illinois?
Hmm. Wait, did I see fires in my state?
Oh my!
Wait, that's back in like 9-3. Let's see. How about you?
Oh dear.
922. Okay, now that one looks like it makes sense, but there's rain in the area. I don't know how that could be, unless it's like a lightning strike. That could happen.
Hmm.
Also, oh my.
Hmm.
Well, if your alarm goes off,
Oh, it's not. No, it's not gonna go off tonight. But you can see here's what's left over of Beta, and I'm supposed to get some rain tomorrow. So
Yes,
Oh
I want to
my.
make mention before we really get going that I was proven correct yet again. Okay, remember before Teddy came out, came up. I said that we're looking like it's going to surpass all of our name storms and go into Greek letters.
hell, it didn't wait. It didn't even wait for the last weekend. It did it like what, Thursday or Friday last week?
Yeah, it just went.
Yeah. I said, and I remember I had said, "Hey, does anybody have hurricanes going Greek at the end of September in their 2020 bingo card?" Screw the end of September; it's already happened.
Hmm.
I
And we,
said it before and I'll say it again. The only thing predictable about the weather is it's Unpredictability.
unpredictability. Yeah, as I'll tell you this much: if this keeps going, we could shatter the record from 2005.
Yep. And that's a scary prospect. So I just want to make people aware that, we don't say this stuff to scare people.
It's
In
just
fact,
mostly to make them aware.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, me and Shirley being weather spotters, storm spotters, means
And
we
weather
have an
geeks.
which means we have a responsibility to protect people's lives and property.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we take that responsibility very seriously. And I want people to understand that when we go and say that shit's hitting the fan, we're not being facetious. If anyone pays attention to my Facebook, for example, on the 10th of August before our derecho hit, I did sound the alarm. Did I not, Shirley and
Yep,
Mike?
I believe you did.
Mm-hmm.
I was here when you sounded it too, and I
Okay.
don't even live in your area.
I sounded
But
the alarm.
if I did, I would take you very seriously.
Right.
Especially if I moved there from like here
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not familiar with stuff.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I just want people to realize that that's why we do this. And don't worry, we'll still do stuff in the winter to let people know because blizzards are a bitch. Now
That's
they
true.
do.
Yeah, let's put it this way. Where you are, for let's say there was no coronavirus, where you are, Frodo, and you guys, it would take either a blizzard or an ice storm to close schools.
Mhm.
Where down here, 2 inches of snow is enough to shut down everything.
Mhm.
True.
Because we don't have the equipment.
Well, and then if Janet gets a dusting of snow, they shut things down.
Well, we very rarely get snow in Goodyear. And like we have the Estrella Mountains. If the conditions are right, we will get snow on the Estrellas. We have gotten a little bit of snow in the McDowell Mountains. The mountain range here in Arizona that gets the most snow is Four Peaks in the Superstition Mountains. Isn't that right, Shirley?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you can look out your window and it looks like somebody dumped a whole container of Cool Whip on the mountains.
That's a
And
So,
good way to look at it.
it's from the top all the way down to the bottom of the Superstitions when we get a real good cold snowstorm up there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say we're good for talking about the weather,
Yep. All right.
and
So
I'm
let us
gonna
get to
switch
this.
over to say, in our infamous words, fuck Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't have any fucks to do to that son of a bit. Well, wait a minute. Let me find that one coloring book my niece sent me and see if I can find something in it that fits better.
So I'm gonna say this: everyone who votes, please vote this year.
mm-hmm.
We are in a constitutional crisis right now with the President of the United States.
Can you guys see what it says in that one coloring page? This provides to all Demo- Democrats who hate Trump's guts.
So it says surrender. No fucking way. Got that right.
And we aren't going to either, are we?
Uh-uh. And
So
think about
the
and think about this. I am a Republican myself. Okay.
Right.
But the way my party is right now, it's not the party I grew up with.
No.
I'm gonna say this right now. Right now, we're taking care of essentially an infant. And anyone who disagrees with me, well, that's your right. But Donald Trump is essentially an infant. He has went on the record with CNN. If you look it up, he has literally said, quote, Putin likes me and I like Putin.
Hmm.
Oh, you have got to be kidding.
Why am I not
He
No,
surprised?
he works for Putin, so this should surprise no one.
it doesn't surprise me, but it scares me. And this is the reason why. Because right now, if you did if you needed any more reason to doubt every word that comes from Trump's mouth, this is it. In that one statement, he has essentially admitted to being an agent of Putin. Am I wrong?
Nope.
Nope,
No.
you're right.
Since
And if
all we've had for the last 4 years, in the maybe not quite 4 years, but close enough. We've had a baby
mhm,
sitting in the Oval Office.
mhm,
It's like all he wants to do
He
is
goes
like,
from being a baby to being a teenager.
yeah,
What I mean by that is he'll be a baby throwing a tantrum when he doesn't get his way 1 minute, to
mm-hmm,
sitting like a teenager on Twitter sending tweets.
yeah,
And a very
you know,
immature teenager at that.
I'm not even gonna give him um teenager standard. As far as I'm concerned, Trump is a toddler.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Who cries when he can't get his way? Blames everybody else when something happens. It says, here's the thing. I think we can all agree on this part right now. The coronavirus came from China, right?
Right.
Yes.
That's something we all can agree on, all right? But the one thing I can never stand when Trump does all these doggone press conferences, which are, I would say, pocket rallies instead, I would personally think that, I'm getting sick and tired of him calling it the China virus because it's like, look, if you're not going to call it right, don't call it.
And here's the thing, okay? I have friends who are Asian. Quite a, quite a few friends that are Asian, but one in specific I'm thinking about works at a grocery store.
Hmm.
And our area in my town recently went with a mask mandate,
Hmm.
which I think was the right play. Okay? I personally think that mask mandate is the best course of action for this pandemic.
Hmm.
However, we've got people in my city who are so racist, they see anyone with that Asian tone to their skin
Hmm.
and they automatically assume that person's from China and, quote, carrying the coronavirus.
Yeah, hold on a second. Ashley just entered. What's up,
Hi,
Ashley?
Ashley.
Hey Ash,
Hey everyone.
how are you, Ash?
I'm doing good.
Good, good.
How'd your
Gouda.
day go, Ash?
It
But
was
you get
good.
what I'm saying, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Like a person who was mistaken that doesn't like Mexicans
Hmm.
and
Well,
saw you and the olive color of your skin would probably mistake you for being Latina.
my friend came from Korea.
Uh huh.
He was adopted as a baby from Korea.
Uh huh.
And day in and day out, he is scared because working at his job because of Karens and
Uh,
Kevins all trying to diss on him for being Asian descent.
I don't
I'm
know if it, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. You finish up
I'm
first.
sorry, but Asian descent. Not all people from Asia are from China,
Hmm.
and not
They're from the
everyone.
Philippines. They're from Korea. They are
Vietnam,
from
Japan.
Malaysia, Vietnam, Japan, Malaysia.
see, the thing is, you guys know about me. I don't look like it, but I am actually Vietnamese American. I just look more like my American father than I do my Vietnamese mother.
Is that why I mistook you for Is that why I mistook you for being Hispanic when I first met you?
Yeah, probably.
They'll be back out before too long.
The point being in this
Yeah.
is that people have right to be scared.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm not going to take that away.
right. Which is fine.
But you do not have the right inherent to your fear to classify entire groups of people as the object of your fear. If you're scared of the Chinese because of Trump's rhetoric, fine, be scared. But don't take it out on everyone else.
Oh, no, I'll tell you this much. God bless my mother. I love her, but let's put it this way. I had bought a couple calendars at Dollar Tree yesterday. They had two. They already had 2021 calendars, and Mom says, "Uh oh, made in China. Does that mean the coronavirus is on it?" I said, "Mom, if the coronavirus was on those calendars, why the hell is it in the Dollar Tree?"
Hmm.
A lot of the stuff in Dollar Tree is from China.
Right, but you
But
don't see
this is
anybody complaining.
but
No, I
this
love
is
going to Dollar Tree.
Go
this
ahead.
is exactly what pisses me off is that people take the fact that something may come from China or be of Asian descent and use that to spin their fear mongering. I'm sorry. If you're afraid of people because they're from a foreign country, you know,
Hmm.
maybe you shouldn't live in America because, newsflash, everyone in America is an immigrant.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm not wrong, am I?
No.
No.
No, no, you're not. And
Yeah,
I
but
think
this
a
way,
lot of these
Dad.
people probably don't even think about that.
Yeah, it's like Dad. Mom was born in Vietnam. She married Dad. She immigrated here to the United States.
And that's right. And you know what? People who claim that the Mexicans don't deserve equal right Mexican immigrants don't deserve equal rights to America, to quote unquote Americans, go to hell.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just one story. The second one, I think, does deserve a nuke.
All right. Stand by. Supernova Rant Rocket coming up, and I should tell you, no
Five,
one's gonna.
4, 3, 2,
Two, one.
1, go! Boom!
All right, there, done.
All right, the second thing that I want to deal with that is directly responsible to the idiot in office and all the senators is their insistence to put a nominee up for the vacant Ruth Bader Ginsburg's spot on the Supreme Court. Y'all set a precedent back in 2016 that when a sitting president, is on the last bit of his term and is therefore up for either re-election or a new president is going to take over, you put it in perspective, in action, that within 11 months of the election, you don't do a frickin' Supreme Court uh, confirmation hearing.
Mm-hmm. And certainly not one this close. Now, here's something. Here's something we need to clear the air about. Mitt Romney. Okay, now he said he will look at the things, see if the person is qualified. However, that does not automatically mean he's going to vote yes. That's what a lot of people are assuming he's going to vote yes, but we don't know that yet. Knowing his recent record, he may not vote yes. He may vote no.
Speaking of this idea that Ruth Bader Ginsburg needs to be replaced right now, I now speak to every single senator that exists in the United States Senate. If you push a nominee through, I think a good portion of Americans are not going to be happy. In fact, I would venture to bet that very many Americans aren't going to be happy. Americans right now hold the future of the Senate in the palm of their hands. A third of you are up for re-election, including Joni Ernst from Iowa. As such, if you break the American people's trust and go against your standards set forth back in 2016, I am willing to bet you that a third of you won't be there anymore come January. And if that happens, good. Because here's the facts. I've spoken to my senator, and I'm encouraging everyone here and everyone who listens to this show on the regular. If you think we should wait for Ruth Bader Ginsburg's replacement till after the elections, call your senators. Call them. Bomb them. Not bomb them like literally send a bomb, but phone bomb them. Tell them that you don't want someone replacing Ruth until after the election. Tell them that this is wrong. Tell them that if they continue with their push to replace Ruth Bader Ginsburg, you will not vote for them. The Senate, the House, and the President technically work for each and every one of us. Make your voice heard.
Yeah, because here's my take on it. If you don't go vote and the person you want to win doesn't win, you do not have the right to complain.
Exactly.
I could not have said that better myself.
Mhm.
I forget. I think my mom told me that.
Yeah. Because seriously, if you want your voice heard, get out to the ballot. Get out to the ballot. Try that again. Get out to the ballot and vote. Okay? Because this time every vote is going to matter. And like I said before, you don't vote, your person doesn't win, you have to keep your mouth shut because you didn't vote. And me, I am very happy to say that I am going to be able to turn in um, my absentee ballot. Yes, I do have one. I was so worried for almost a month whether or not I get it. But you see, I already filled it out, and it's going to go into the secrecy envelope.
I've already seen that thing 3 times.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
This
you
is
know what?
the
Did you ever
envelope
find
for
out your answer to that one question?
Not yet. Somebody said call the courthouse because what's going on is when I filled out the application, there was there's a thing where you can mark, I have an illness. Well, most people don't, but they can use COVID-19 as a reason to get the absentee ballot if you don't want to stand in the long line and take the chance, which is fine. That makes sense. But you see, on the affidavit envelope, which I'll show you that, it's blank right now, so there's nothing on it. See, this is the affidavit envelope you have to sign, okay? The problem is, there is not that one part about COVID 19 or an illness. That's the problem. That's why hopefully tomorrow I can get down there and find out because how many I want to do this right because this is the first time I have ever done this.
I believe it. We
Yeah.
got our mail-in ballots, but we won't get them till sometime in October.
Mhm. Okay. I just want to show that.
Personally, personally, I'm not afraid of voting in person because, well, I'm lucky enough to have a high immune system,
Mhm.
but I can respect anyone wanting to vote absentee this year. And with that, I think I'm going to turn it over to Tim because he has something he wanted to talk about.
Okay. Tim?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Uh
here.
okay.
your
Didn't you say you
turn.
had something to talk about
Mm.
like
Earlier,
like Breonna Taylor?
Yeah, I didn't say I wanted to talk about that. That was another topic for having the Supernova Rant Rock. I didn't say I wanted to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Never mind.
You want to know
I
something?
mean, honestly, we should,
mhm.
but that's not something I specifically spoke up and said, hey, I want to talk about this.
Oh, okay.
What
But
in the heck is that black stripe on your mask, Shirley?
what black stripe?
I'm looking at a black stripe on your mask.
No, it's my glasses.
No, it's if you look at the picture you're using for your icon on Zoom,
Uh huh.
there is a black stripe through your mask,
You
and
mean
one
down the
letter looks
middle?
like an H.
You mean down the
Yes.
middle? No, that's the way she made it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the way my
I
friend
thought you
made it.
got Zoom bombed.
No, no, no.
Hey,
No.
that's something we could rant about.
Oh yes, the Zoom bomb. That's right.
Would you like to read it?
Yeah. Well, let me get to it first. Hold on. Okay. Bear with me, growl. Oh yeah, I gotta cover this one too. Um, what would happen if a quarterback's lung got punctured by the team doctor?
I'd say lawsuit the hell out of the doctor.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
We'll talk about that
and
after
probably
this.
the loss of employment too.
Yeah. All right. So
Probably,
let me.
hopefully, the loss of his goddamn license.
Well, I'll tell you about that in a minute because I read the story. It's like this is a freaky
Oh my
story.
god.
Period. All right. Okay, I have found what I was
Yeah.
looking for. So let's see. Let's get to. Oops. Okay, I don't want to do
Excuse
that.
me.
Okay, now let me go over here and let's hope this works. Picture in
Oh,
picture.
excuse me
Boom.
again.
Oh my.
Yay! There it is. Good. All right. So this is the story. This was posted 1 week ago. Alabama Jewish prayer service Zoom bombed with anti-Semitic messages and Hitler images. So here's what's going on. Less than a week before oh, stop. Wait. I just want to read this thing, okay? Stop.
Judea.
Okay. Anyway, less than a week before Judaism's High Holy Days, four Alabama Jewish communities held Saturday night prayers in a special service in the run up to Rosh Hashanah. Am I pronouncing that right?
Rosh Hashanah.
Hashanah. Thank you. I've always had trouble with that one. The Jewish New Year, which actually began on Friday. Unlike other years, Saturday night's service, known as Selishot or Selishow, is it? I can. I'll figure it out later. Was held on the online video conferencing platform Zoom, with synagogues not holding in-person services because of course, the coronavirus pandemic. Now, about 80 to 100 Alabama Jews from Montgomery, Mobile, Auburn, and Dothan participated in the service, said Rabbi Scott Kramer of the Montgomery Synagogue Agadath Israel Etz Ahayim, who was on the Zoom call, but they were not alone. Around 7:30 p.m. Saturday, shadowy figures disrupted the online service by bombarding the call's chat with photos of Adolf Hitler, Nazi symbols, and shouting anti-Semitic epithets. Kramer said, "It was horrible. There were Nazi imagery, swastikas, images of Hitler. There were videos. Some of them I thought were pornographic, but I'm not sure," Kramer said. But then the voices came over and they were loud, very loud, very boisterous. They used very bad language. F and Jew, go back to the showers. Just very foul Holocaust imagery. The attack during the service was what has been called Zoom bombing, or online provocateurs who hack into conference call meetings on Zoom and other platforms to shout hateful messages, post pornography, or reveal personal information of recipients on the call, according to a March memo from the FBI warning that these cyber attacks may be conducted during online instruction during the pandemic. The Alabama Zoom bomb lasted several minutes, Cravers said, adding that it was difficult to remove the intruders from the prayer service, but everybody hung in there, and eventually we did a restart of our service, and it was very successful. So this show is supposed to be a way for Alabama's Jewish community to connect at a time when synagogues were not holding in-person services, according to Kramer. We all thought we were in a safe place. We were viciously attacked. Everybody's still feeling it. It's just etched in our minds now. What happened, he said. When you think you're in a safe place and someone comes in and throws that vile language at you, you feel like you've been violated. True. We all felt that. We were all in shock and we had to alter our service to try and get people to come back to into a safe space. There were a lot of people crying. I was crying for a while. We needed a separation between what happened and we had to process that online. Kramer alerted the Montgomery Police Department about the incident, but he said the department redirected him to the FBI since it did not have a cybersecurity unit that could investigate. That's actually true. There isn't one. The rabbi said he reached out to the FBI offices in Montgomery and Mobile, but has yet to hear back. The Anti Defamation League, the Jewish nonprofit that combats anti Semitic and other forms of hate, has supported Alabama's Jewish community after the incident, Kramer said. The organization gave the community tips to make sure their online services are more secure to prevent Zoom bombs. Other than that, we've had a lot of non Jewish ministers in and outside Montgomery who have offered nothing but support. Yay. It's been extremely gratifying to hear that, Kramer said. The support that I've been given by my own community and outside in the larger community, Jewish and non Jewish, has been heartening. As for the hackers, Kramer said he did not have any message for them because he said he believed they weren't going to change. They are lonely people in this world who want to think this is fun and want to blame others for the sadness in their own lives, he said. I don't know what it is, and honestly, I
I
don't
just
care. I just care about how it affected those in attendance. And that's the end.
okay. Excuse me.
All right. Now,
I
I
got
want to,
one for you after yours, or after your second one, Shirley.
yeah, because I do want to read this unusual one. Yeah,
Go
let's see.
ahead.
ESPN. ESPN, as I like to call it. All right, let me go put this in the chat. And there's JJ in the chat room. Hey,
Hi,
JJ.
JJ.
I saw her earlier. She's being good.
All right, cool. All right, so, all right, listen to this. Chargers quarterback Tyrod Taylor's lung punctured by team doctor before the Chiefs game.
I wonder if it was accidentally or on purpose.
It looks like it's an accident from what I've read. Now listen to this. A Los Angeles Chargers team doctor accidentally punctured quarterback Tyrod Taylor's lung just before kickoff Sunday while trying to administer a pain-killing injection into the quarterback's cracked ribs, Coach Anthony Lynn told ESPN Shelley Smith today. That's why Taylor did not start Sunday, and rookie quarterback Justin Herbert unexpectedly did against the defending champion Kansas City Chiefs, in an arrangement that Lynn said will continue Sunday against the Carolina Panthers. Taylor's injury is not career threatening, Lynn said, adding the doctor just made a mistake. It happens, Lynn told Smith. Tyrod's not angry, not upset. Lynn strongly backed Taylor on Sunday night and again this week. Many coaches believe that no player should lose his job to an injury, especially one that accidentally came at the hands of a team doctor. The Chargers previously said Taylor suffered complications from an injection. The NFL Players Association is investigating the medical mishap, according to NFLPA Assistant Executive Director of External Affairs George Atala. Boy, that is a mouthful on the title. Whew.
Wow. How can you exist with that kind of title? I mean,
Yeah.
the
All
NF
best.
right.
yeah,
Sky
NFLPA.
Harbor top list for traveler satisfaction.
Cool. Let's see. Yeah, but try. But seriously, this is a hell of a title. NFLPA Assistant Executive Director of External Affairs. That is a mouthful. Anyway, our medical and legal team have been in touch with Tyrod and his agent since Sunday, collecting facts. Atala tweeted Wednesday. An investigation has been initiated. The injection
Well,
that
your
ta-
well,
Go ahead.
your title's not that bad, luckily.
Yeah, thank goodness. It's basically Chief Operating Officer. Anyway, the injection that Taylor received is not entirely uncommon, but it carries a risk because a doctor injects without seeing where the needle is going. Still, it is rare that a player suffers a punctured lung from the injection, especially right before kickoff, sources told ESPN. Taylor suffered two cracked ribs during the first drive of the Chargers' Week 1 win over the Cincinnati Bengals, but he played through the injury and didn't have an MRI until later that week. Taylor was added to the Chargers' injury report with a rib injury Friday, but after he was a full participant in practice that day, the quarterback was removed from the report. He planned to take a pain-killing injection for the rib injury Sunday, but after the Chargers doctor punctured his lung, Taylor wound up in the hospital Sunday night to be treated for the injury and the struggles he had breathing. Doctors have advised Taylor not to play indefinitely. That's in quotes. Lynn said Monday that if Tyrod is 100%, he's our quarterback. The Chargers want Taylor to continue as the quarterback because of his production and reliability. He has a winning record as a starting quarterback, didn't turn over the football in Week 1, and has the trust and respect of his teammates. So this was obviously an accident.
Yeah.
Well, it might have been an accident, but that can also be very, very bad for someone's health.
That's true. Because like the article said, one of the biggest problems a doctor has is one of the biggest problems a doctor has is when he's injecting it, he can't see where it's exactly going. Not unless you have an X-ray.
That's true, but I still question his sanity.
Yeah.
It's all your fault, JJ. I think you did it.
Hey, Frodo, look at the camera.
Okay.
Or should we blame Tim?
Oh no, don't
No,
blame
we'll
him.
blame
He's innocent.
AJ.
Hey, I'll
We'll
tell you
blame
who to
AJ for
blame.
that.
You.
Yeah, blame Frodo. It's all your fault, Frodo. What were you thinking?
Just trying to figure out how to cross the blame to someone else like you.
All right. Well,
Oh
anyway.
no, this one's entirely on you.
I'm teasing the crap out of you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, get this. Listen to this. Now this one would have a rant rocket wheel, but we fired it earlier in the show. I don't want to fire it again. But but this will make you mad. Parents send student to school while knowingly infected with coronavirus, mayor says.
Ooh, I'll tell you what, that mama ought to got to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't figured out for what charge yet.
Yeah, well, anyway, here's the story. Almost 30 teenagers have to quarantine after parents sent their child to a Massachusetts school despite knowing they were positive with COVID 19, according to Attleboro Public Schools and the town's mayor. A COVID 19 positive student attended class on Monday, but the school wasn't notified of their diagnosis until the next day. Attleboro High School Superintendent David Sawyer said in a letter sent out to families Tuesday night. 28 students who had close contact with the infected person have been notified and asked to quarantine for 14 days, Sawyer said. The school did not identify the student and family, which, I don't see that. I don't see anything wrong with that. Attleboro Mayor Paul Hero and the superintendent were baffled by the incident, the mayor told CNN. The parents told the city health department that while they found out their child tested positive on September 11th, they thought the child could go to school after quarantining for several days, according to Hero. Not smart. The parents used very poor judgment. It's very frustrating, Hero said. The school department did everything they were supposed to do. Sawyer told families that the incident was not due to a lack of safety protocol. He said the district's pre-screening and contact tracing are in place to help reduce the spread of coronavirus, but ultimately there is no way to completely prevent the spread at school, which is true. In a plea to parents, Haro asked families to keep their children home if they tested positive or are waiting for test results for coronavirus and to call the school or health department if they have questions. Now I'll drink some water. Mhm. Ah,
Oh, Shirley, look at the Twitch chat. I just posted something a minute ago
okay.
on the Twitch chat.
Okay, I see it. So funny. Who's being naughty in here? Well, thankfully, not a lot.
Oh, good.
Oh
I
my.
was, I was just messing around. I was doing a little bit of research for my all group.
Ah, gotcha.
Buck, buck,
And
buck,
remember, folks,
extra kangaroo.
research is important. Seriously, it is.
And also, according to what Ash was telling me on Facebook, that apparently
E-
Twitch has been buffering real bad.
Yeah, it's buffering really bad.
Again, sheesh.
And also, oh, welcome back, Ash.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No, it's
No,
fine.
you're fine.
Yeah, we need it. Yeah, we need to know when all these things are happening.
Yeah, it's buffering really bad.
Ugh.
In
It's
chat.
all your fault, Ash. No.
I'll take the name.
All right, let's see. Th- oh yeah, this one's gonna make you mad. A father struck with bullets shielding three kids from gunfire at an NYC car dealership. Okay, there's not a lot to the story, but this is scary. This is out of New York, New York. Oops, hold on. All right, basically, police are looking for three suspects who exchanged gunfire with a man at a used car dealership in New York City. A male bystander was injured while shielding his kids from the bullets. Police say three masked suspects fired multiple shots Monday night at a man inside On the Road Automotive Group. A 39-year-old father and his three children, all innocent bystanders, were also inside the business at the time. Surveillance video released by police shows the father push his kids to the ground when the shooting begins. He uses his own body to shield them from the bullets. Police say the father was struck in the right thigh and taken to the hospital in stable condition. WCBS reports he is expected to recover. None of his children were injured. Thank goodness. Investigators believe the shooting was gang related, according to WCBS. The suspects allegedly stole a customer's car outside the dealership to make their escape. Police are asking for anyone with information to contact them. It's like, really? It's like, now I can't even go to a car dealership.
And that's one of the things that's really starting to piss me the fuck off is that people tend to do stupid shit and can I just say I hate people mostly?
Mm, I wouldn't blame you. Okay, now here's something that caught my attention. We all know Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is going virtual. It appears New Year's Eve is about to do the same thing.
It's all your fault, Shirley. Everything going wrong.
Wow. I had a 28.8 modem back in the day. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I still remember the days of dial up.
I could
Oh,
beat you.
you don't have to beat me.
I remember operating on a 96.6 96 kilo modem.
Hmm. Anyway,
Because you want to
here's
know how I know my modem speed?
how.
Um, I'm looking at some old text files that we did in our sandboxing many, many years ago.
Uh huh.
Back during Cosmo's Christmas Blues,
Uh
back
huh.
that far. And then I transferred a file to you using a 28.8 modem.
Uh huh.
Mm.
All right. Well, anyway, here's what's going on. This is out of New York. New Year's Eve in Times Square incorporates virtual elements. So here's what's happening. New Year's Eve in Times Square will incorporate virtual elements, organizers said Wednesday, as a gear up for a celebration that will have to be scaled down and socially distant in response to the coronavirus. Details are still coming together, but the Times Square Alliance, Jamestown Properties, and Countdown Entertainment said in a news release that the annual event will have an extremely limited group of in person honorees. A virtual experience will be created to allow people to take part in the countdown to 2021 from wherever they are, organizers said. More than ever in these divided and fear filled times, the world desperately needs to come together symbolically and virtually to celebrate the people and things we love and to look forward to with a sense of renewal and new beginnings, said Tim Tompkins, president of the Times Square Alliance. The event will honor essential workers and others who have made a difference in 2020, they said. I think that's really nice. And I think that's a good thing. Excuse me.
You're excused.
There is no excuse.
Shut up.
Shut up, shutting up. Yeah, I can still do that voice.
Well, here's something that I just found out. Two officers have been shot as protests continue in Louisville and other cities after the grand jury decision on Breonna Taylor.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, only one of them's going to be charged.
Yeah.
And he wasn't and not even charged for her murder. He's charged for shooting bullets into the neighbor's walls.
Yep.
And that is a crock of bullshit.
Hmm.
It, they're basically getting away with first degree murder.
Yep.
Mm.
Tell me about it.
And again, this is also part of the problem with systemic racism that Mr. Trump and many other people say doesn't exist in our police departments.
Mm. Let's see.
Or should I say, Madame Trump?
Hmm.
Dipshit,
Oh yeah,
motherfucker.
the CDC of course has put out the recommendations of not doing any real trick or treating this year.
I can't say as I blame him.
I
No.
can't blame him either.
Yeah, and then I remember I saw this story. Somebody in Cincinnati came up with something called a candy chute. Basically, what you need is like if you got a rail that goes up the stairs to your door and everything, like you can use like create a cardboard hole and deck it out with Halloween colors, and like you can literally like drop the candy into the kid's basket without ever having to walk out and hand it to him on by hand.
I
Yeah, I
also
heard of that. I heard of that.
Uh huh.
I also want to take a moment to recognize the fact that one of the Road Warriors from WWE
Mhm.
passed away today.
Yeah.
Road Warrior Animal, but luckily it was from natural causes at the Tara Resort in Orange Beach, Missouri,
Mm.
and it was last night.
Hey, you guys,
Mhm.
I got a perfect description for Trump. I hope you could read that.
Mm. Well, that's not enough.
Can you read it, though?
Hold on. Let's
Or I'll let
see.
Frodo read it.
I'm not seeing anything right now.
Let's
Hold
see.
on.
Let's see. Narrow-minded shit. Hold on. Narrow-minded shit. Speckled twat-filled fruit tart. I
Yeah.
almost, almost said fruit
Narrow-minded
turd.
shit speckled.
Hey, hey,
Narrow-minded shit
let's
speckled twat waffled fruit tart.
I almost
let's
said.
not disrespect twat waffles because sometimes they can be all right. But well, hot waffles no big deal, but waffles in general. There we go.
Trump, you are,
Batshit crazy. Yep.
and this is what I feel like hollering at
Please,
Trump
please don't let us
sometimes.
be kicked off the air for this.
No, we won't. We
Oh,
won't. We won't.
no, we
Don't
won't.
worry.
And this is how I feel. Besides banging my head against a wall with this.
Yeah.
If I told y'all what my dad said, I probably would go to prison.
Oh.
But I'm gonna refrain until
I will be
after.
right back.
Okay.
You know what? Have you ever heard of that song "Boot Scootin' Boogie"?
Yes.
There's a
Yes.
perfect one for the dogs called "Butt Scootin' Boogie." And you see what they're doing?
Yep.
And no, we won't get in trouble for it.
Mm-mm.
Fuck,
Be
fuck,
right
fuck it
back,
up.
honey. Going to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the grocery store. Be right back, honey. I'm going to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not going to read this one. I'll let you read it.
That's if I can read it. Let me see.
Is that close
If
enough?
the pandemic is giving you a hard time, then take a nice big dose of fuck it all.
Yeah. And we have said this several times about this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
2020 has become
Mm-hmm.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I do want to make mention of something that just crossed my feed that's actually a little bit of positive news.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of what news?
Positive.
Linkin Park's album Hybrid Theory has officially gone 12 times platinum.
Dang, that's sold a lot of copies.
Mm.
Well, let's think about this. How many copies is a platinum record worth, Mike?
What?
Okay, a
I
platinum.
just got back.
Okay,
It has, I think, involved some math there, Mike.
okay. It's 11 million records that they've sold.
And it went how many times platinum?
12.
Ooh.
11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66. So 66 million copies is 6 times platinum. So you add another 120 million copies, if I did my math right. Am I even close there, Frodo?
Let me look it up. I don't know exactly what it is. But yeah,
Was my math right? Was my math right there, Frodo?
hold on, I'm looking.
I, I'm looking.
All right, each. Okay, so hold on, requirements. That'll be it. All right. All right, here we go. Got some information from the recording industry, whatever it is. Okay, platinum, multi platinum. So, platinum requires 1 million, multi
Mm-hmm.
platinum requires 2 million in increments of 1 million thereafter, and diamond requires 10 million.
How many copies did you say their album is sold?
11 mil.
So that's okay. What was
That
it for the first?
first million is a platinum, then you go multi platinum at every extra million afterwards.
Okay.
And then diamond is 10 mil.
Well, I thought Lincoln Park was disbanded a long time ago.
Oh
No.
no no no.
And what kind of
Even
music do they play?
Uh, it's like
post grunge.
yeah.
Okay, I don't. I've tried grunge. Don't like. Been there, done that. Didn't like it.
It's not grunge, it's post grunge.
Okay. Either way, it's kind of confusing to me. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just that there's certain genres of music that I don't understand. Hello?
I'm
I'm
here.
here.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
It
All
just
right.
got quiet.
All
That's
right.
all.
Well, anyway, it is 10 o'clock. So,
Already?
yes, it is.
That
Damn.
was fast.
Where
Mhm.
did the time go?
I don't know. But anyway, of course, tomorrow night is Food
oh my.
Fascinations. Yeah, tomorrow night is Food Fascinations, where we do our favorite fall foods since fall kicked off yesterday, officially.
And no, we are not going to mention too much of the pumpkin spice. The pumpkin spice is evil.
Yeah, especially after I saw those pumpkin spike cough drops 2 years ago.
Oh, God, spare me.
Yeah.
No,
Isn't
you need to have about 1,000 of those, Janet.
Kiss my royal ass, too.
it?
Oh dear.
All
Not
right.
yet. Frodo, this is for you.
All right. So let's roll out the ending here, and we'll be back in 10 seconds to finish this up.
Five, six, five, four, three, two, one.
All right.
Who
So
was being a wise ass over there?
not me. All right. Anyway.
Not me.
Nice.
Always me.
Ah.
Hard ass.
All right. Well. Anyway.
Better than being a dumbass or no ass
Please,
at all.
please don't kick us off the air for this.
Oh.
I don't think they will.
No. All right. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and say love, peace, and chicken grease. Everybody have a great night. Sleep well. Stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow for Food Fascinations, the favorite fall foods.
Yeah, and I already asked you if they count candy
Pumpkin.
corn.
I checked some of the sites. It could. I don't know for sure though.
Okay. Was it listed there?
No, actually, it wasn't.
Okay, then I won't include it.
Okay. All right. So that's all for tonight. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Night, y'all.
Bye,
Jana.
everyone.
Night, everyone.
Fuck 'em all.
Hello.
Buddy. Jana.
Buenas noches,
Adios.
mis amigos.